4-time Olympic medalist, 18-time World Championship medalist, Canadian record holder in the 50, 100, and 200-meter backstroke, which, if you don't know the sport that well, to do the 50 all the way to 200, insane. First Canadian female swimmer to ever win a world title, and of course, you are the former world record holder in the 100 backstroke. Do you ever take time to pause and think about all you've accomplished in this sport?
Not really. I think our sport is always moving forward and there's always someone behind you or coming after you. And I think that's something I regret a little bit within the last couple of years because I realized just how quickly it does move on, and I kind of wish I was able to relish in the moment a bit more in those special times. But having said that, I also like to continue to look forward because the sport is moving forward very quickly, and I want to still be able to continue to fight.
Of course, it's Olympic year. We're in 2024 now, so heading toward Paris. You know, you've now been to 2 Olympic Games. What have you learned that you take away that you're bringing with yourself towards these games this summer?
They were 2 very different Olympic Games, but obviously I had a lot of learning experiences through both of them. And I think just like trying to stay, especially at this point in the season, like trying to stay calm and like level-headed, just continuing to work and not get too wrapped up in the fact that it is Olympic year, because I think that can be detrimental and you can kind of hyperfixate or be super analytical about what you're doing, and I think that would become a detriment to me personally. So I hope to just continue to find that balance and think back upon my experiences within the last couple of years and hopefully use those to just continue to push myself every day, but know that, you know, the goal is a bit further in a couple months.
I look back at, you know, we always look back at the years before, but specifically World Championships 2023, you were noticeably emotional after that 4x100 medley relay.
It definitely hasn't been easy, but being able to stand up here on the last night with these girls is something that I'll remember forever.
Describe a little bit of what was kind of coming through your mind at the moment and what that meant to you.
I think it had been a really challenging year for me for like many reasons. And to be on the podium with those girls was something I had been hoping for. It just like still obviously makes me emotional because it had just been a really challenging year and I didn't know if it would come to end like that. And I feel really blessed that I was able to be a part of it and I was able to pull together a good race after a not very good meet personally, and for Sophie to get on the podium, it just like I feel like I just have such a different perspective now, being a couple years older within the sport and knowing what it takes to be there and be there year after year.
Well, sorry to get you emotional, but thank you for sharing. And I think that moment I cried as well, because watching you get that medal was so much more than that medal, and I think you were also proving to everyone that your consistency and your continuous effort to be the leader, to show up, it's astonishing. So is that race going to be, that medley relay, going to be one you're most excited about when you think about Paris?
For sure. I mean, a relay is always fun no matter where you are. Swimming is an individual sport, but at the same time, every day in training, we're feeding off one another, you're feeding off your teammates, you're pushing one another, and I love that part about it, and I love relays, so I think they're always exciting no matter where they are, but to be at an Olympic Games racing for your country and with 3 other girls is an incredible moment, so it's something I will hopefully be really looking forward to.
Overall, in the pool this summer, doesn't have to be you individually, but what should Canadians be excited about from this team in Paris? Swimming, of course, continues to build in this country. What should we be excited about?
I think we should just be excited about the entire meet because there are so many swimmers that have incredible potential to do well, and I think people think it's quite normal what they're experiencing right now to see, but at least when I was growing up watching the Olympics and watching swimming, it wasn't normal to have this much swimming success. So I hope people can just recognize the amplitude of talent and potential in the pool this summer.
I just want to say how proud I am of you, and I appreciate your time today, and I appreciate what you do for this country in the sport of swimming. So thank you.